Also, let's get into the Golden Globes, because last night Chadwick Boseman won posthumously for his role in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom on Netflix. He won Best Actor, which, my goodness, that movie is so good. It's absolutely worth putting at the top of your queue. And this kind of Zoom thing that was going on with the Golden Globes last night was super awkward, because they had all the honorees up, all the nominees, and they would go to the one who won, and they would like flip back and forth. And like when Jason Sudeikis won for Ted Lasso, it was like kind of funny and like what was happening. But when Chadwick Boseman won, his wife was sitting there on the Zoom, and she accepted for him. And the strength of this woman is just amazing. The speech that she gave was so wonderful. And I couldn't imagine like having to get all gussied up and sit there at the possibility that your late husband might win. And then he did, and she rose and she met the moment.
And the Golden Globe goes to Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
He would thank God. He would thank his parents. He would thank his ancestors for their guidance and their sacrifices.
I mean, just incredible. I couldn't even imagine being in that position.
No. And it's just kind of sad, because she's like all dressed up and she's by herself, and but what a moment. But there were a lot of happy moments too.
Absolutely.
And awkward moments. It was kind of fun to see Hollywood really casual. I mean, Jodie Foster was in her pajamas. Jason Sudeikis was in a tie-dye sweatshirt. I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, and you could also see like some of the younger actresses and actors, I feel like, got like way more into it, right? Like the like best actress category for like Queen's Gambit, like you could tell that like hair and makeup had come and like the room was set, and she was like,
I didn't even recognize her.
Like, yeah, no, like she was like all ready to win, or like ready to be like on camera.
She had like this long blonde hair, and I was just like, that's not her.
It is, and the Glam Squad made it happen too. And then like, yeah, there was a lot of different weird moments going on with it. But I feel like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler did a great job. They brought it together. And I also thought it was interesting too. There must have been talk ahead of time about it, because there's not a lot of Black representation, especially in the nominees this year. And then there's none on the voting panel. And I think that everyone was sort of like, we're going to make fun of this, or we're going to call this out, which I thought was really surprising, because in past, with like the Oscars and stuff, it had sort of been like a muted topic. But I feel like
yes, they had to talk about it. They had to address the sort of elephant in the room, if you will. If they didn't discuss it, then they would have been just criticized, right?
Yeah, totally. But like when the Oscars are dealing with that, like social media, everyone around it talked about it, but like the show didn't talk about it, like in the show, that much.
I think that has to do a lot of the dialogue that we've had in the last 6 months. People just getting involved. So way to address it and be part of it. I'm sure that there was a little chat beforehand.
Yeah.
And of how they're going to address it.
I bet we probably will learn like today and this week of like how that all went down, right? Like the Tina Fey and Amy Poehler say like, we're not returning unless we can, be honest about what's going on.
Yeah.
Maybe the screenwriters were like, this is what you're going to say. Who knows? But it came off with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler doing what they do.
The Hollywood Foreign Press Association is made up of around 90 international no-Black journalists who attend movie junkets each year in search of a better life. We say around 90 because a couple of them might be ghosts, and it's rumored that the German member is just a sausage that somebody drew a little face on.
I don't understand why Tina Fey and Amy Poehler weren't together. That's the one thing. I get that they were doing like representing both coasts, but like I really was looking forward to seeing them like kind of have that synergy together. I don't know.
Yeah, they could have been in a bubble. I don't know if because they wanted to have, like you said, like the first responders on both coasts, or maybe. Yeah, because like even if one was like, I'm not flying, they could have put them on a private jet. I don't know.
I don't. That seemed a little weird to me, because you look at SNL and like they're all on top of each other as far as like doing their skits and stuff. Like, because I love them so much together. Mm-hmm. I wish that they were, because it did get a little. You could tell they were doing it live, because they were kind of talking over each other here and there. But
yep,
I feel like when they're in the same room, they just know.
Even the teams with the best chemistry, Kelly, when they're apart for an entire year, sometimes they talk over each other.
I've heard.
But they still have it. They still have it. Gosh darn it.
I think the rule is if their fake teeth look real, that's a movie. And if their real teeth look fake, that's TV.
If the British actors are playing British people, it's TV. If they're playing Americans, it's a movie.
How do you tell the difference?
Yeah, I guess it was a big night too. I cannot believe Borat won. I cannot. I'm just like, what a world that we live in. I mean, it's probably the first time my kids have seen a movie that like has won a Golden Globe.
I'm sure they're feeling very cultured about the whole thing.
I mean, what a world to beat Hamilton. I mean, golly.
That's why that category of like a music, drama, comedy, documentary, or possibly sketch, like what is like what? How do you put those things all together?
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I mean, it's so 2020.
Oh, Borat. Oh, Borat. So I do wonder, like, does everyone in Borat get to put that on their resume now?
Golden Globe winning movie.
Yep, absolutely.